Get your questions ready, and let's make this happen. And now, please welcome the comic book men. Come on in, guys. Please welcome, come on, you guys can welcome them. Walt, Ming, and Bryan. Oh, you guys get a standing O. You guys get a standing O for that. Well Flanagan, ladies and gentlemen. Well Flanagan. How about that? A standing O right off the bat.
I want to see your standing ovations.
Oh, you want to see the audience? Look, just come to our table. The 8x10 that I have on there is the old face. They said do something funny. I went like this, and it's going to be on my gravestone now.
And hopefully I'll be there to deface it with that dick.
You ain't no living me.
You never know.
I don't know, man. You're not the most healthiest guy on the planet. I'm just saying.
Says the guy who's now a career alcoholic.
Yeah,
every con I go to, like, this dude is as red as like your sweatshirt. You're missing an enzyme, right?
I am Asian people traditionally lack an enzyme that breaks down alcohol correctly. So I take like a sip. I look like I pounded like a 30-pack of Iron City.
There's no pill for that, right? There's
no pill.
Like if you're lactose intolerant, you take a pill, right?
I ran to a friend. I think if you pound Tums before you drink, like it might work. Like it might counteract that. Yeah, and then you don't get an acid either.
Just give yourself gallstones, right?
Yeah, I'll give you gallstones. Yeah, I got packed stones.
This really doesn't have anything to do with comic book men before we start Q&A. I really think that I could replace George Gray as the announcer for The Price is Right.
Really?
Yeah, I was watching it today. This guy's not really that good at it. Like, remember that one Barker guy? I don't remember his name, but like he had like a very type voice. This is a guy who's like seemingly he's trying to do an announcery voice and not succeeding.
Yeah, I love that you don't even just go up to Bob Barker or Drew Carey. You're like, I want to be the announcer. Like you didn't go.
Well, that's a perfect job for me because you don't see the announcer, right? This is not camera friendly. We all know that. We've seen 6 years of non-camera friendly. So if I can hide in a closet with a microphone and I'm like, come on down, you know, I can do that.
How do you take his job then? Do you pull a Nancy Kerrigan and like hit him in the mouth with a crowbar? Like what? Do you believe why me? Or he does it in his voice though, like why me?
Yeah,
why me?
Well, if I punch him in the throat, he like crushes his windpipe.
Right.
That would be true.
Yeah, and then you just step in for him because you're just there.
Well, who's my Jeff Galooly? Who's gonna?
Oh,
There's a name. How many people know who Jeff Galooly is? Nobody, right?
I know. Probably get Brian Quinn, maybe.
Yeah, one of the most famous guys.
Yeah.
Nobody will notice you.
Yeah. Well, so is Tanya Harding, and like, why she didn't think she was gonna get caught,
and she bounced back.
How celebrity boxing? That's how she bounced back.
She's on co-star.
Oh, that's right.
Q.
I forgot about that. They're co-workers.
Tanya Harding. Everybody knows who Tanya Harding is, right? Yeah. Tanya Harding. If you watch that show, it's like she basically comments on videos, but she doesn't really comment on the videos. Like, say somebody's like parking and they try to hit a tree, or they hit a tree. She'll just basically say what they just did. She'll be like, "Oh, nice job parking and hitting a tree." Like, there's nothing clever about what she says. Right. She just says what you just saw and already know.
Yeah. And she gets paid more than we do.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You should go for that job, dude. That'd be easier than the Don Pardo announcing job.
Will you support me in my efforts to replace this guy?
Walt Flanagan, everything.
Yeah, Walt Flanagan. The only question he's going to answer is all that.
We've never gotten a standing ovation, so it's got to be all you, dude. It's for you.
Or all not Mike, is what you
Oh, yeah, or not. Yeah, sorry, Mike couldn't be here. Mike commits to cons and then he backs out.
Who does that? Like, who does something?
Well, I mean,
what kind of animal?
I don't know what kind of animal would commit, not even just show up to the Yeah. At least he had the courage.
Not tell the promoter, not tell his friends.
I know, yeah. I don't know who would do that. I mean, that's just wrong. Mike Dipchick.
Who was in charge of that? Were you in charge of that? Mike was very upset.
No, I'm not in charge of that. I've heard tell.
When Mike canceled, yeah, I guess they said, like, here's who canceled, and they spelled Lee Majors right, and they spelled Katrina Law right. And when they got to Mike, spell check stopped working, and they're like, it's Mike Zipchick or whatever. And he got mad about it.
He got mad, yeah. I guess he felt dissed,
yeah.
disrespected.
He gets dissed a lot, Mike.
He does, yeah. It's funny because he gets really mad about it. You know, most people are like, yeah, they spelled my name wrong. I mean, it happens to me all the time. I've seen your, they spell your Bryan with an I. No big deal, right?
Right.
One zip chick and his head he blows up.
Well, there was Mike once. There was a Connecticut comic. I don't know what it's called. It was a comic in Connecticut, and the guy Mitch, who we know, said to me like, he wrote something like, "Happy birthday to Connecticut Comic Con's favorite comic book man," or
yeah,
whatever.
very innocuous. No big deal.
Nobody noticed except for one guy, and that guy was Mike Zipchick, and he was beside himself. He was like, "That makes me look bad, and that makes us all look bad."
He got so mad he canceled the con.
Mm-hmm.
He decided not to come. His excuse was his dad was dying, which I don't know if he was. Dad didn't die until
Like his dad had been dead for 2 years already.
Yeah, and he refused to come.
He refused to come, and his wife was, she was equally as angry. And then, like, a year later, when Ming and I were making fun of him about it, because why wouldn't you do that a year later? He tried to put it on his wife. He's like, I didn't really care. It was my wife that was really upset. And we're like, we were there. We were there the whole time. We saw how red your face got.
Yeah, he was mad.
Like, you're lying now.
He was as mad. He was as red as my face is when I drink like a sip of alcohol.
Yeah, without downing a whole thing of Tums.
Yeah, exactly.
So do people have questions?
I'm sure they do.
You got a question? Raise your hand. This man will race over.
This guy will race over.
Oh, this guy will race over and put a microphone in your hands.
Is that, what is on your head?
Is that hair?
There we go.
Hair?
Yeah, it's a tattoo.
It's Van Gogh's Starry Night.
I was going to say, it's
this is
so
really
dark and perfect.
Thanks.
Is it permanent?
Yeah, tattoos.
Tattoos, yeah.
All right, first question of the day, right here.
I was wondering why on the show everyone's so mean to Ming, even though he's so adorable.
Oh, thank you very much. You just signed my death sentence, by the way. It's like that one where you tell the bully, he's like, oh, quit picking on that guy, and he gets it even worse. Like, thanks a lot.
Yeah, there's nothing those of us who aren't adorable hate more than someone who is adorable. So what are you going to do? Except tear them apart nonstop.
To be fair, you make fun of everybody. The customers, your friends, your family, dead people.
Mm-hmm.
Dead,
yeah. Don Rickles died.
Yeah, he did. He's dead.
Yeah, like this was...
Like 2 days ago, or yesterday,
Yeah. Does that upset you, or you don't
look
you're unmoved?
He was an icon. Wasn't he the king of insult comedy, they called it, right?
He was.
Is that someone you like looked up to? He was, the king.
Not really, because I never understood how being called a hockey puck was insulting. And I never really got that as a kid.
One day I do want to beat you over the head with a phone, like
like a casino?
Yeah, like a casino. Like was it I was not Robert De Niro.
It was Joe Pesci's character.
Yeah, Joe Pesci beats him. That was a good scene.
Nikki, who knows it? Casino, Nikki's...
Martin Scorsese, no?
Yeah, Nikki something or other. So why do we pick on Ming? I mean, if we didn't, like, then there would be nothing funny about the show. Although I think this past season Mike got a lot too. And there's really nothing more fun because Mike and Ming, if you don't know, and most of you don't probably listen to any of his podcasts, do 2 podcasts together. So that's his podcasting partner, it's his friend. And there's something so delightful about watching Ming take a shot at Mike and then just watching Mike's face drop into like abject like sadness. Because he expects it from me, but when Ming takes a shot at him, it feels like more personal, right?
Yeah.
Were you here?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
He's thinking about the beers he's going to drink.
Yeah, the Iron Sage is going to drink later on. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. I see why you do it.
Right?
It's fun. It's great.
It's always so adorable now, is he?
Yeah.
There's something about when you see that door open, like you gotta go right through it.
Yeah.
And you don't just go right through it. You bust through like the freaking Kool-Aid man.
So Reagan's like, oh yeah, and then Mike's crying.
Yeah.
Do you find Mike adorable or just Ming? Just Ming? So you're going on the record as saying Mike is not adorable. All right.
Got on tape.
Add another one to the not adorable column from me.
We'll let him know when we get back.
Grab another question.
Uh,
Right back there.
Go in the back here.
Hey guys, huge Tell 'em Steve Dave fan. We haven't heard anything about Why Bry in a while. Is that ever going to come out?
This is the second person that asked me this today. If you don't know about Why Bry, it's a old live show only that I do with. There's somebody dancing in the back.
Oh yeah, shake it. All right, good job.
A live show that I do with Kevin Smith. You may have heard of him. And I tell stories about something that I did that most people wouldn't do, and then at the end, who the fuck is this person? Why are you doing this? They didn't love you. Your parents didn't love you as a child, right? Me neither. But I come up on stage and talk. I don't dance. And so okay. All right.
It's the rhythm of your voice.
So is it? Mm-hmm. What were we talking about again?
Why, Bryan?
Oh yeah. So then I'll go on and tell some horrific story that people are like, and Kevin's like, why would you do that? This doesn't seem to be the form for that, right? I mean.
What would be some of the topics, without getting into the dirty details, but like what would be a story you would tell, for example, on Why Bryan, without getting too graphic?
That's why we're not doing it. That's why we're not doing it right now. Well, usually, yeah, it has to be. It has to be something.
Just.
Well, like a story that I told.
No, don't tell the story. Just say what was the story about. Just sum it up in a sentence.
Paying a stripper $200 to come to a hotel room so I could watch her do heroin, while not doing it myself. I just had never seen anyone do heroin before, and I was like, she was going to do it anyway. So, you ready? So I gave her the money, and I was like, I just wanted, and then she was like, it wasn't even like that smooth. I guess it's called like skin popping, where you're not really like getting it where you want it to go. So like, I did it a couple times. She's like, God damn it.
A sentence.
Keep going.
Did you ask for your money back then? It's like, well, you're not doing it like I wanted you to do it.
No,
I want my money back.
It was, I mean, that's the way it goes, though, I guess, right? I mean, the frustration that comes along with, like, because she's trying to get it in. And she also got ripped off, it turned out. Like, they were supposed to give her 2 or 3. They shorted her one little,
Like, whatever.
envelope or glassine, whatever it is they
Right.
did.
Stamp.
And she finally did it. She finally, like, hit her vein or whatever. And you, like, it's pretty much like what you see on TV or in a movie, where it's just like her eyes closed, and she's like, it was so weird. And I was watching her in a mirror because I was sitting on the bed, and she was sitting on the edge of the bed, so I'm like watching her in a mirror. She also criticized my choice of television too, which I really annoyed me. She's like, we turn on something else, and I'm like,
Yeah, why are you watching comic book then?
Is your mic work?
Turn it on.
They all work. You just don't have it close enough to your mouth.
Yeah, we just
Okay,
did a great
good.
job. I'm like, the Price is Right is on. Don't you think I have a better voice than this guy?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's like,
He shows it off.
yeah. So, all right, this is where the graphic part would come. So I'll skip that. But
Okay.
yeah, that would be an example of a Why Bry story. Like, why would you? And I was on the show at this point. So
You were.
So anything could have gone wrong. She could have OD'd, or. But I was just interested in hearing about like after she did it, and like sort of like came back. I was interested in hearing about like her life, you know, like what is it? What is the life of a? Because she actually got fired because she was too fat to be a stripper. She was annoyed by that. According to she told me that she was like, I used to work there, but then they fired me because I'm too fat, and I had to like sort of like picking her up. I'm like, oh, you're not too fat. She was, but I told her she wasn't. And then she started telling me stuff about her life, and it was like mundane type shit. Like she was fighting with her mom over who was going to pay insurance for a car that didn't work, and she liked to swim when she was young, and she noticed the hotel had a pool, and I was like, no, because you'll drown, and then any number of things can happen, right? So yeah, that's an example of why I.
People are demanding you come back.
Yeah. Yeah, but I have to keep on doing things that people are like, why would you?